Yeah, fuck it. We'll do it live. Welcome to whatever to the max. No, it's not even whatever to the max today. It's fuck it to the max or league. I am your main disembodied. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong show.
I'm
I
about to
am your
say
main
that's
fictional
Friday.
person, Brian Espinoza, also known as Andesian. Welcome to the shit show, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't tell, I'm having one of them kind of days. I think the universe is having one of them kind of days today, honestly.
Well, if you heard what was going on in the news, it really has been one of those kinds of days.
Well, what the hell happened in the news? Dude, I've been at work for the past 10 hours. I don't.
Certain longtime adversary planning shit, neighboring country, yada yada yada, separatist states, yada yada yada, official legislation, yada yada yada, emergency United Nations meeting.
Wait, Canada's doing what?
I said adversary. When has Canada been our adversary? I mean, come on. It's been a couple centuries
Okay, enough
since they
enough with
burned
the
down the White
roundabout
House.
bullshit. Enough with the roundabout bullshit. Just tell me. Like, I don't
Russia,
have...
Russia, Donetsk, Luhansk, official kind of quasi annexation thing. Russia moving into Ukraine.
Oh, yeah, that's been a thing for like 2 years now, dude. And it's
But
like
again, it's a today.
I know that like they're talking about Russia's been trying to find a reason to invade the Ukraine again.
Well, no, and not just, yes, they found the reason. Yes, the false flags. Yes, shit has happened, but they've actually started moving in like today.
Oh, great.
Yeah, really, Canada and adversary. Look, we have forgiven them.
Look, I've had a really shitty fucking day, and I don't know why, but that's just the first thing that came to my mind. Okay,
Just because they burned down the White House in the War of 1812, we're all good for that now.
look, I don't give two shits about the war of 1812. We're about to have the war of 2022.
You're the one who mentioned Canada as an adversary. That's the only time in our history where Canada was an adversary. Hell, we played them and beat them in the first ever international cricket match. Thank you very much.
And it all circles back to cricket.
I mean, I've been having a lot of that on the brain lately, especially watching a good T10 tournament over in Europe before going to bed.
Today is one of those days where I need booze.
I mean, you have a supply you can tap into, as noted on Point of Viewer on Friday, which, yeah, I'm finally uploading that episode today. It's been a weird weekend.
I don't even remember my weekend, mostly because I think I slept through most of it.
Well, I mean...
Or was not conscious enough to remember the rest of the times that I was awake.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of conversations about a certain website that may or may not come up again. I have plans.
Are we talking? Oh, yeah, we're talking about that.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. We are.
Yeah. We'll get right on that or something. I don't know.
I mean,
welcome to League to the Max or whatever, which today is being called Welcome to Whatever to the Max or Fuck It. Because we have absolutely nothing League to talk about today.
I wouldn't say nothing.
Okay, good. Thank you. I was about to have to call you on your bullshit for not calling me on my bullshit because I know that I'm bullshitting.
Look, when I bullshit, it's entirely in different ways. And it's like the bullshitting on Pizza Live. I'm standing there in front of a camera, minding my own business. Some woman in the audience is revealing her breasts. That's the kind of bullshitting that I go into.
You know what? I think I'm going to watch Fat Pizza after this. That usually cheers me up when I've had a pretty shitty day. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
I'm gonna go watch pizza after this. Too bad it's too late for me to get any pizza. Well, that and both kind of. This is where you say hi yo and.
I'm about to say, yeah, I had that same thought, but then again, I haven't gotten any in quite a while, so.
I don't know. I feel like if I put the right message out to a couple of people that I know, it's a possibility. I'm not saying like it's a guaranteed thing, but I think if I played cards right with the right like 2 a.m. text message kind of thing, it could potentially happen.
At least you have those cards to play.
I said potentially. We're talking like a 40-60 here.
Okay, 40 is better than 0.
You can't tell me that you don't have at least a 40 or a 30. You cannot tell me that it is 0. Like I refuse to buy that.
Unless a couple Benjamins mysteriously appear in my wallet, and especially this time of night, it's a 0. If we're talking in the middle of the day and with said Benjamins, then it increases to at least 50-50. Yeah, we're going to delve into this as part of our latest episode on Point of View or Friday night at midnight because, yeah, there's a lot extra to unpack.
With you, it's always a lot extra to unpack.
Well, I mean, you've seen things. And in dealing with all of this, you're getting an extra card for this week. I can't in good conscience after what happened and everything today, let it slide.
Wait, what am I getting an extra card for?
Combination shitty day, my fuck up before we came on air, everything else going on in general.
It has not exactly been the best of days. You are correct about that. But
not to mention, you did pay me an ultimate compliment, which I'm going to try to use in my favor because I just sent an email to someone and big plans. Fingers crossed.
Are we talking about the thing that I saw off air on Friday night?
Part of that, but with a different person?
Okay, I'm in the right general direction. Got it.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I could reach out to her specifically, but she's only available. She's only available late nights, and I'm not. So, yes, part of the reason why it's a 0. You know what else is a 0?
Percent chance that LS is going to be coaching a Cloud9 game in the immediate future?
Exactly. Segue.
Was that an actual wavelength there? Because I felt like that's an actual wavelength.
It was. I served it up. You hit it for 6. That's what we do.
It's been a while since we've had one of those, like legitimate wavelengths.
Mm-hmm.
And that's while I'm scrolling through a particular site that was mentioned on Friday. And like 50% here, 50% mind blank. Or sorry, brain empty. You know what the hell that means.
Yeah, look, again, I've been doing similar scrolling. I sent an email beforehand, and I found a very good couple of Reddit threads that I'm going to mention on Friday. I need to write this down.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, you probably should put that in our chat or whatever.
I am. Or whatever, like tonight.
Yeah. Where the hell did it go? Please come back here, you damn fucking thingamajig.
Don't tell me this is another one of those.
What?
Are we leading into another check the tweet segment, or are you still somewhat brain empty?
No, I'm trying to find a fucking thing to show you because brain empty, and it just disappeared.
Gotcha.
God damn it. Again, this is my day.
Like I said, I completely apologize for my contributions to it.
No, it's okay. It's not your fault.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. This is a tweet. It's for you. It's not for on air.
Okay.
God, it is not for on air.
All right, I won't put it on air. Oh, hot damn, that's not for on air.
Yeah. Sorry, that was the distraction. Anyways, moving on. You know what? I'm gonna play. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna do that thing that I told you that I was gonna do a while back.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Please stand by something. I don't know. Where the fuck did the other? Okay, I'm gonna have to OBS. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
At least there's a good bit of whimsy in your.
I mean, I'm kind of, doing that. I'm kind of humming the Price is Right theme here. You can't
Yes.
not be whimsied with that. Okay, now if I do this, OBS. No, that's not it. There we go. Okay. Can you see that?
Go back to it. Yes, I can see this.
Okay. Now, why is that not showing? Web leak client. No, that's not what I'm looking for. That's definitely not what I'm looking for. I set this up a while back and it's totally not doing what I want it to do. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hey, there it is. All right. I had to click some buttons. They're gonna play a game of TFT while we bullshit today.
Okay. Because I mean, honestly, outside of the whole Cloud9 thing, why the
I had
hell?
I had my Cloud9 support thing in my status box, and I had to take it off because I'm ashamed to be a Cloud9 fan right now. I honestly am. Like, I okay, so apparently Travis Gafford has really been like, this is why I love Travis so much, right? The man will put in work.
Mm-hmm.
He got an interview with Max Waldo, who's the new head coach. He also managed to get an interview, and you got to tell me if that sounds too loud or not.
Okay, well, right now I don't hear anything.
Oh, right. You're not going to get the sound, are you?
No, I'm not going to get the sound.
That's fine. You don't need sound for TFT.
I'm about to say, unless it's the sound of silence. I mean,
you don't need sound for TFT. It's fine.
Wow, that complete nothing on that one. Okay.
Again, this is the day we're having. Ignore my guide pop-up box thing. Yes, I use Meta TFT. Somebody recommend. I got it from some streamer. It's actually pretty fucking decent. For knowing comps and stuff. I can probably move this around a little bit. I can probably put that there. Yeah, I'm gonna put that there. All right. I want that. I want the rod. Give me the rod. Hey, wow, I'm surprised 978 people weren't trying to contest that. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know. Travis Gafford went in, right, and he managed to get an interview, which I did watch. I had the opportunity to see that. With the new head coach, and just flat out off the bat, it's like, look, we can't talk about LS. And I'm like, okay, cool. Can't talk about LS. That's fine. He gave a little bit of insight, but apparently Fudge, and remember, like back in the preseason, I had talked about how pick up the Nocturne. I talked about how Fudge was definitely taking a more of an ownership role in this team.
Yeah.
I gotta kill my master volume a lot because I'm raising my own voice because I feel like I have to compensate for what's in my earphones, even though I know the audience isn't hearing it. Let's see. What do I want? 3 cost units. Am I running 3 costs a lot? I'm gonna want a Zach and no, I don't want that. Arcanist? Is this an Arcanist game? This could be an Arcanist game. No. Additional twin. Yeah, I guess we're going with Triforce. All right. I'm gonna pull that out. And do that. Okay. Anyways, and pre-level. There we go. Okay, so Fudge is taking a bit more of an ownership role in Cloud9. We've talked about this before. It's been established. He did an interview. He decided to do an interview with Travis. I believe that interview was on Sunday, right?
Right.
Because this news about Travis broke on Saturday. That's actually a perfect high roll. Excellent. So Fudge did a little bit of an interview. He kind of seemed to allude that there was some pretty substantial disagreement, either in the way that LS was managing the team that the owners and investors didn't like, or I don't know, right? Like, it's got to be really fucking like bad in order for a coach or really anyone to get, just like in the real world, to get fired hours before a game. I mean, LS got fired 4 hours before game time on Saturday. That's like showing up to the locker room for practice and then changing the door code on you. Right? So, I don't know. I until Cloud9. And by the way, I did check my Twitter during my lunch today, right? Oh, that is beautiful. I needed to high roll this. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'll do that. And then give me the 2 hex tech. Perfect. Okay.
Looks like a good formation you got set up there. Continue.
I'm going for the 6 bruiser strategy. Which bruisers are kind of really tanky, but I got the 2 hex tech going as well. To kind of get me through the early game, because a lot of my costs, or a lot of my champions that I'm looking for, I probably won't hit till mid game. We're pretty much in the early game right now still. But we're looking pretty good to win the round. I think we can go on a win streak here.
Okay, so
But
you were checking your Twitter.
I'm checking the Twitter, and Cloud9 still hasn't released any form of updated statement or anything in regards to this whole LS Fiesta. I do have one tweet. I can safely disable preview and minimize this. Go back to my safe for work Twitter.
At the Andesian for anyone looking.
Find LS. LS posted a tweet, which was accompanied by an Instagram photo. I think we can. You'll have to tell me if you can get this to pop up on screen or not. But there you go. The man was in literal tears today, saying goodbye to Fudge. Like, I mean, you can see it in the picture. I've seen a lot of people cry in kind of, the line of work that I was in. What do I want? Do I want a Morello? Yeah, I think I'll take a Morello. I could. Yeah, okay. I'm going to have to do that. Yeah, I mean, look at LS, man. The man fucking looks like he's crying, right? Like, I feel bad for the dude. I legitimately feel bad for the dude.
Mm-hmm.
It made me, like, I don't want to say it made me cry, but it sure as hell did not make me feel very good about the whole situation. Do I really want a Debonair Leona? I'm not going for that. What am I doing? Okay, there's my Morello. All right. Actually, I can go ahead and have Swain hold the Morello for now. I feel bad for the guy because now he's going back to Korea, and just like, 3 months ago, almost, he uprooted his entire life, come over to NA, coach Cloud9. He handpicked, oh, this is a bad loss. Handpicked the players himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my heart goes out to the guy because, like, nobody is saying why this happened. I want to watch that Fudge interview. It's lengthy. Let me see if I can find it again. Travis Gafford. Oh, I type in Travis Gafford and it's like the first freaking thing that comes up. Of that ought to tell you something. 152,000 views so far. Am I got anything good on my bench? No. Okay. Am I at 2.6? I should have leveled already. Oops. It's a 10-minute interview. I will probably check it out after the show tonight, after we get off the air. And we'll definitely be talking about this further on League to the Max. I'm not going to sit here and speculate. Oh, it's a Voidborn game. No wonder I lost to that. It's no one, like, I'm just baffled, right? I like, literally, that's all I got. I'm baffled as to why, and everybody's baffled. I mean, I have been following and I've been a fan of Cloud9 for a very long time, right? I have seen this organization do some seriously dumb shit.
Mm-hmm.
Benching Sneaky and Jensen in like 2018, I believe it was. The whole oh my god, what was the kid's name? The Mithy thing. Like, we've had. Stop giving me champions. I want items. Holy hell. There we go. That doesn't help me much, but that's okay. Man. Me. Everybody else is going to 5. Part of me is wondering, oh no, he's at 6. Okay, fuck it. There we go. That'll getting a Rek'Sai in there should help. Oh, there we go. Finally, I'm hitting. There we go. All right. I've seen this org do some really dumb shit, right?
Mhm.
But I don't know. I have to question like this decision. Like if this were traditional sports, right? We would have had the league make mandatory media availability. There would have been 7 journalists that would have had an opinion on, would have had rumor opinioning on it. 3 of them, 7 would have been right. The other 4 would have been ranging from mildly off base to extravagantly what the fuck.
Okay.
Oh,
As
that's
journalists tend to do.
Oh, that's ultra high roll. What the hell? Yes, thank you. Get rid of you. You go right there. I'm going to move you there. You get the Morellonomicon because that's what it was being held for. I could sell you. And we're good. Hold on to the Giant Slayer. And Caitlin eats the Zephyr bait. Excellent. If this, like I said, if this were real sports, we would have had an explanation by now.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that that's part of the problem that esports continues to have, right? Is we're continuing, like, we want esports to be seen as legitimate, but when these orgs do, for lack of a better term, dumb shit like this, ooh, I'm in a stall comp, so I want Ascension. When orgs do dumb shit like this, they need to be held accountable, right? Because right now, this move single-handedly has not only damaged Cloud9 as an organization, but it's also damaged the LCS as a region. Your viewership of LCS is going to tank. I mean, like, just flat out, like, like I'm going to use a reference that's going to make me date me as very old. That is going to nosedive more steeper than the SheiKra roller coaster at Busch Gardens, Tampa, which has a downward rate of 90 degrees.
First of all, I know that coaster. Second of all, gee, thanks. As if I wasn't feeling old enough today.
Yeah, I went on that roller coaster when it first came out when I was in middle school. Oh, can Renata pull this off? Renata's not going to pull this off. Damn, that was close. That was definitely close. But yeah, that's. I need the rod. I need the rod. I need the rod. Don't take the rod. That's what I mean by rod, by the way. That purpley thing. I don't care about the person it's attached to. I just need the item. Anyways, so yeah, no, LCS is going to dive. Like, viewership's going to dive. People are already like, you know, the hell with Cloud9. The people were only watching the LCS because it was like the English version of Korea. Like, you actually had a coach that was sitting there and drafting unique compositions that had the capability to turn the game on its side, right? Like, flip the
Mm-hmm.
game upside down. 3-5. I'm already at 6. My next break point's 4-1. Okay. So I don't know. I think the LCS kind of needs to, like, the new commissioner, which, by the way, we do have news. LCS hired a new commissioner recently. I think the new commissioner has to, like, get involved and say, hey, look, you need to release a reason why your guy got fired. Because not only are you hurting your own brand and organization, you're hurting the LCS as a whole. Like, I'm seeing it all over Twitter. People are like, I'm done. I'm boycotting the LCS. It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. It's not watchable. Yada, yada, yada. And I'm afraid I'm in agreement with them. Like, I don't know if I'm, at least I don't know if I want to watch Cloud9 anymore, right?
I mean, I will say, and I will pose to you this. Say, not even a bizarro world. Say, like in Sliders, you end up in a different universe to where this show we're doing right now doesn't exist. Everything else being equal and finite, Occam's razor style, would you watch LCS after this?
After Fudge is firing? Or after LS is firing?
Yes.
With everything else remaining the same?
Yes. LS is fired. Everything else remains the same. The only difference is we don't have the show.
Like our show, like this show we're on right now.
As I said, yes.
I don't think so. No, if we didn't have the show, I probably would. I wouldn't watch LCS as hardcore as I watch it now.
Okay.
I think I'm one of those. It's like, you know what? Too much shady shit that goes on in the league as a whole. Every time an organization makes a move that sounds like it's going to strengthen the region, it only ends up hurting it instead. There's 4-1. And I need a unit to throw in here. I'll take the Ari. Why not? There's a tank item. I'm going to throw this. Throw this on the Rek'Sai. I think I'm going to start. Oh, yeah. There we go. I can sell you. I'll roll down a little bit here and see if I can 2-star some units. All right, that's as far as I'm going. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know. Every time an organization does something that looks like it can benefit the region and is going to make the region stronger, somebody has to go and do something equally dumb and stupid. I will say the reports of Champions Queue are looking good, right? I want to throw you in for that, and I'm going to hold that and see if that makes a difference.
Even with this, okay, Champions Queue, that's looking good, but it's a case of one step forward, two steps backwards. Back.
Yeah. Champions Queue looks great. I've seen everybody praising it. But when you take away a coach that was like, this is what doesn't make any sense to me, right? The coach was winning. Like, this isn't God, my God Almighty! This isn't an Urban Meyer situation where they're like losing horribly, and then the icing on the cake. Like, he had the icing on the cake with the whole cheating thing.
Well, I mean, with that, reports of kicking the kicker, then getting the quasi lap dance from the woman at his bar in Columbus.
Oh, this is
then,
not gonna. Damn, fucking
then,
Voidborn.
then other things happened, and we kept losing. Yeah.
My point is, this isn't like Coach is at the bottom of the fucking standings and it's convenient to fire him, right? No, this is the team is actually doing good. Man, why am I picking up all of the Zacks today? Roll down a little bit more. Okay, I need to save because I need to hit level 8 soon. Although I'm in second place, I can econ for a little while, but still. I don't know. It makes zero sense to me, right? Like I would really love to know why this decision was made. Because Jack is C9 Jack Etienne, who owns or at least manages Cloud9. He's a very sensible guy, right? Like I've seen him come and hang out in like Hotline League Twitch chat streams and things like that. The man, I've seen him come out and hang out in LCS chat on stream days. Like he's a very engageable individual, but I'm just absolutely, and he seems the kind of guy to make sensible choices, right? But right now, I'm just absolutely and utterly just baffled to the current decision making that is going on. And I don't know if this is one of those like something tells me that it has to be legal related for it to happen the way it happened, right? Like that's the only thing that I can honestly think of at this point. Is it's got to be something legal.
Yes, as if the spontaneous things that don't happen often enough to where the only precedent you have, an explanation you can offer for a day or two is legal reasons. It's like Beijing all over again.
Ah, of course, that's when I fucking... Okay, all right. Damn roll luck. What the hell? 3 Zephyrs? Okay. I can't say I've seen somebody try that strategy before.
Shall I quote dodgeball in this situation?
If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. I mean,
no,
he's not doing a very good job of dodging Ari's ball of orbs there. So
no, what I was going to say was it's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I mean, there's that too. Why am I getting Triforce 2 after I got Triforce 1? No, I'll take the treasure trove. What do I get? Okay. That's 7 gold. That's 10 gold and a giant slayer. Okay. I can live with that. Renata's my damage carry, so I'm going to put it on her. And I'm at 10 gold, so I'm going to eco. All right. Yeah, no, I'm at a loss for words at this whole situation. I think that, over time, maybe we see what happens, but it's a wait and see situation. Mm-hmm. But when you get when you get a situation where, and I'll pull up the tweet here so we can get it on air. Copy link to tweet. When you get some of like the biggest freaking names in oh man, I am getting my butt at. I got my ass kicked.
Were you literally hang on. Were you literally about to sit there and say you're getting your butt assed?
No. I'm getting my butt assed in there. See, now look at what you did. I'm getting my butt and I want to say ass kicked because I'm still partly in work mode. When you get somebody like, okay, you're not getting it because I guess he's not at the top of the fucking, like, you don't follow him, so he's not going to move to the top of the thing for you. But like for me, right, the first freaking reply I see is Captain Flowers, right? Captain Flowers does not buy into this drama bullshit, right? But when you get people like Captain Flowers, you get people like Sneaky, who is I believe he's still a part owner of Cloud9. When you get those kind of people chiming in on these situations, I'm gonna put a thieves' gloves on you. By you, I don't want Leona, and I'm continuing to eco because I'm overdue for 8th or for level 8. Some quick scouting here. Everybody's going. That's a mutant. There's a. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to mute that guy.
Oh, great. Oh, God. I got that to look forward to tomorrow.
There we go. Yeah, no, I lost. Oh, he's going chem. He's chem tech, and he's got 3-star units. Okay. I don't know. The whole situation is unnerving. You got people like Flowers, Sneaky, Mark Z. There was a tweet from a Portuguese MP in this thread.
The hell?
From Cloud9. A Portuguese MP. It's in the chat there. When you get like things like that going on, the words serious problem come to mind.
Yeah. Okay. Did not know he was a Portuguese MP, but I saw this tweet and I was like, yeah, yeah.
I mean, you got people like Brian Kibler, who used to be high up in Riot. You got people like LaTigris. Like, you got high-ranking people. You got on-air personalities from Riot. Like literally the entire like spectrum you could think of on this tweet. Like the actual fuck.
Because that was the tweet that I was referencing when I was like, why can't he keep a job?
Actually, I'm going to do that. Okay. And it's like, I don't know. Like I said, the whole fucking situation is just absolutely baffling to me. And I really wish I knew what the hell was going on. Then again, I think the entirety of the LCS would like to know what the hell is going on. Am I going to... Damn, I'm not doing good. I need to... I'll get level 8 next. I just have to stabilize the board. Which is not looking good. Okay. Because I'm missing. I cannot find a Vi. For the life of me.
While we have a little bit of a break in the action in between rounds, I would just like to thank everybody who happens to be listening and watching us right now. Facebook.com/W2M Network, Twitch.tv/W2M Net, Twitter.com/W2M Network. Yes, we do know there's a live stream going on YouTube, one of Radilich's shows. We will be uploading this later. YouTube.com/W2M Network. Yes, we are free from the ban. And also, if you happen to take your podcast orally, Not sure if this one is going to be available, but Stitcher, Spreaker, Podbean, Castbox, Overcast, Spotify, please rate and review us 5 stars. Google Pods, Apple Pods, iHeartRadio, if you name it, we are most likely on it.
Okay, we're in weird flex but okay territory at the moment. I got a 2-star Jinx. Don't know if that's going to be enough to carry, but we'll find out. Nope.
Stupid
That'll
hair.
be. I'll be out of. Yep, that's it. I'm eliminated. Oh well. I didn't hit the champions I needed. That's pretty much what happened.
6th place isn't bad though.
No, it is. It's top. If you're not top 4 or higher, it's a loss.
Oh, well.
So yeah, 6th place actually bad.
Well,
That's okay.
6th place out of how many?
8.
Oh yeah, that is bad.
At least I wasn't out in 8, so that's good. But yeah, sometimes that comp just doesn't hit, even though it's like the number 2 or 3 comp right now. But that's okay. So other league news, right? Because we do have some other league news to get to this week. As I sit here and kind of ramble about Cloud9 while I play TFT, because that's just the kind of week it is in the LCS. By the way, the C9 lost to CLG their first game after they found out that LS got fired in a completely meta standard composition. They did not draft the non-standard comp. No funny business out of Max Waldo. And they lost to CLG, who are generally regarded as one of the worst teams in the league. Sorry, CLG fans. It's true. I have no cap today. Like, just flat out.
Look, if only this were a Friday instead of a Monday, we would really be cutting loose.
But yeah, that's the other thing, right? They managed to win out over who the hell was it they played on Sunday? Was it it was TSM. Yeah. They beat out over TSM, but I'm like, I don't know, man. In other league news, however, like I said, we have a new commissioner in the LCS. I'm going to copy the thing so we can put it on the screen here. Thankfully that's a tank, but still. I need to click some button first. Okay. So Jackie Felling is the new LCS commissioner. She comes from Activision. There's a company embattled by problems. Oh, there we go. Disintegrator. That's what I want. But anyways, yeah. So she comes from Activision, Call of Duty, esports. She worked on Gears of War. There, now you really feel old. Overwatch League, Call of Duty League. She was. She's done a bit. Like, she's qualified, right? So it'll be interesting to see how this works out. I think it'll work out perfectly fine, honestly. I don't see it being an issue. I think she's going to be a good addition to the LCS. And that's that. Next bit of news. We had an interesting tweet come through middle of last week, and I'm going to see if I can find it. We're kind of in a check the tweet segment. I'm sorry.
And the emails.
Yeah.
Because while you pull this up, I will join you in the W2M network exclusive of Eating on Air. I would just have to go and grab my snack.
Yes, we have another tweet. I found it. It's in the chat. Go get your snack. Or do that too. We got this tweet from TL Dodo, who is the general manager of Team Liquid, of Twisted Fate with a green card. I wonder what that means. Oh, wait. Core JJ got his green card this week, ladies and gentlemen, which officially makes him, for the purposes of the LCS, a North American resident, which means he no longer takes up an import slot and can actually start for Team Liquid. As we hear Mama Watkins in the background there. Also a W2M network exclusive. I'm sure he probably heard that. I'm probably going to get a little bit of flack for that later, but that's okay. It was meant in the most loving way. So yeah, Core JJ no longer an import, officially has his green card, officially a resident. I believe he played this past weekend. I didn't check again. Personal matters. I did not get to watch the games.
This is what happens when I try to do certain things stealthily and fail.
Yeah, I heard the intercom. To which I said, Mama Watkins, a W2M network exclusive, which was meant in the nicest thing, most loving way possible.
We had a conversation about her maybe coming back to the next incarnation of the kickoff and all this and that. But betting against it, to say it that way.
Oh shit, I got a perfect game going on right now. Okay. But yes, Core JJ got his green card, no longer a resident, or no longer an import, now a resident. To quote Captain Flowers in the tweet here, Poggy Woggy. We have a tweet. Because it's appropriate. The meme is appropriate.
Please hold while I load said meme.
I may have sent you the wrong link. Hold on.
I mean, I am staring at a big Poggy Woggy up there.
Yeah, you can sit there and stare at a big Poggy Woggy, but I mean, I wanted to get the tweet. I wanted to get Flowers with the Poggy saying Poggy Woggy with the tweet underneath it, and I realized I only copied the Poggy Woggy. So there you go. Finally lost. Okay, I'm at 2-6. I should be leveling now. I don't have anything to throw in. I could throw that in. That is what I'm going to throw in. Okay. Yes, we have the Poggy Woggy, and if we scroll down on the Captain Flowers signature Poggy Woggy, we get Keep going. It's almost there. The Poggy Woggy. It's like the one good thing that came out of work from home LO esports. But I think that's really all the league news I got this week. I don't know of anything else that's too crazy, right?
Okay.
Again, Core JJ officially a resident. LS got fired. We don't know why. New commissioner. I don't know of anything else at the moment. It's been a crappy show this week. I'm not going to lie to you, folks. This ain't exactly our best podcast ever. I can't talk about the games because I didn't see any of them, and I'm not going to sit here and try to bullshit my way through them. Not having seen them, right? So that's why we're kind of like heavy into the bullshit, and I'm sitting here playing TFT on air, which is definitely not something I would normally do.
Well, this is going to make for a great YouTube episode.
So yeah, make sure you get like something with me winning, and you got the flames like around my name over here, and yeah. So it looks like I'm on a win streak. I don't know.
I'll see what I can do. See, I would talk about different whatever stuff that's relevant, but because of your weekend, you weren't able to see any of that.
I didn't do. I'll be honest with you. I think this weekend I slept through the entire weekend and didn't even realize it. But then again, I had a particularly rough Friday, as you may remember.
Oh, I remember. Pepper Farm remembers. And yes, folks, we are both eating on air.
This is a W2M Network exclusive. And I think we're both eating chips because it sounds like you're eating chips.
Somewhat free ads because they're a very good company, and I would love if they sent me a supply of these. And if you do want to sponsor this podcast or any others, send in your sponsorship request to @TheAndesian or @SquidSportsHead on Twitter. However, if you want to send in hate mail like one Mr. Marty Bass, do so himself to Mr. Hate Mail himself, s.garmer@gmail.com. We love to hear from you. White cheddar jalapeno simply crunchy Cheetos.
Oh, that sounds good.
They are good.
Credit for an extra bruiser. I will take it. I'm gonna pull the MS out and throw that in. Oh, wait a minute. How am I doing that? I have a Rex I don't have thrown in. What in the bloody hell am I doing? Okay.
Good question. I think we all ask ourselves that at some point in life.
You know, you're not wrong, buddy. 3-3. I think I have another break point. Yeah, I should have been 6 by now. What in the hell am I doing? I'm barely paying attention. This is why I'm on a loss streak. Anyways, yeah, so I think that's it. Right? I think that's going to be the show because we've been rambling, and I use that term loosely, but we've been rambling for an hour now.
Because, I mean, like I said, I could sit and talk about everything that was the NBA All-Star game, but
We'll talk about that on Friday.
Good idea.
Anyways, he already just plugged the tweets and the hate mail. So, you know what? Come find us Thursday night. Life is like a game show. I promise the show won't be as bad. We have one final installment in Love Month, don't we?
We do. So I don't know if I can guarantee if the show will be as bad, especially given our run of February shows as is.
Yeah, no. We got Tattletales, which quite honestly, especially with the revival that just went on air a couple nights ago, or like a week ago, I think.
A week ago.
You know what? I don't think we're I don't think that's going to be a bad episode. And then, as always, you can find both of us on Point of Viewer, another W2M Network exclusive. Friday nights here on the network. Where all can people find the show, Mr. Watkins?
Well, for those of you who happen to be watching this live, Facebook.com.
Sit here and contemplate my actions.
Facebook.com/W2M Network, Twitch.tv/W2M Net, Twitter.com/W2M Network, YouTube.com/W2M Network. And for those of you who are willing enough to take our podcast orally, that's no problem whatsoever. Stitcher, Spreaker, Podbean, Castbox, Overcast, rate and review us on Spotify, Google Pods, Apple Pods, iHeartRadio. If you name it, we're on it.
Hey. There you go. I think that's the show. We'll see you next week when I will actually have watched the LCS, or maybe we'll be naming the show and refocusing to talk about Korea or the LEC. Who knows? We'll see you Thursday on Life is Like a Game Show, or Friday on a Point of Viewer, or maybe you'll catch me on guest hosting on one of our very many other fine shows here on the network. More to come on that later. I'm sure we did put out a tweet about the Super Show getting canceled, right? Looks around nervously. It wasn't my job.
You could say that, yes.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't canceled. It was postponed. There were a lot of power issues and other technical difficulties. So we were shooting for last Sunday. Now we're shooting for this coming Sunday, the 27th.
We are?
Yeah.
Nobody told me this.
Well, now you know. We're going for the 27th.
Why do I have to find out these things on air?
Because someone doesn't want to go ahead and use the Discord that we worked so hard to create? ?
You should tell people about that Discord while we have the opportunity.
I mean, of course, it's a fun and wonderful place, as I got those words mixed up in my head. The link is going to be in the description, as it should be. I mean, we have our own channels as we figure out and plan the glorious entertainment such as this that we have for you guys. But if you more happen to be a fan of any particular show, we've got all channels dedicated to all of them. Come in, hang out, talk with us, interact with us.
Maybe please. You may get a behind-the-scenes look at how some of these shows happen, or you might see me post about topics in the Discord that we'll be talking about in the upcoming week's show.
Or you may be able to get a fast pass through the strict and thorough vetting process of how to get into our dark social media. You never know.
Yeah, you really don't. You never know. But for now, I think we're going to call the show here. I am, as always, Brian Andesian Espinosa, on behalf of myself and my wonderful producer here, the actual only disembodied voice of this network, the true disembodied voice of the network, Mr. Eric Watkins. Thank you guys for watching and listening and for dealing with this rambling of a show. We'll see you next week.